Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, and the house Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. The Gators will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Oregon State Beavers offense takes the field. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. To throw, it's best. Finds his tight end. Sweet feet on the move. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And the ball slipped out. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the previous line of scrimmage.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's best. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And
the receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Number 19, set to kick it off.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback will audible. Wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. Motion from the offense. Now the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Gators are in the hurry up.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the 1st down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the 1st down, catch the football, move the sticks.
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got loose, it was all over. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Gators have taken it inside the 20.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Quick release by the QB.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the score.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Scanning the field, it's Best. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now, the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. He'll keep it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. To the air, it's Best. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Oh, look out, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the outside. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Beavers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now the ball is knocked free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Gators in the hurry up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. Using the quick game. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's best. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Try and play action. Going deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Getting some heat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
Brings up second down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Best. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some player.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. You got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball. The quarterback's lucky to fall on that.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gators will punt this one away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Best. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Beavers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On second down, wants to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring it 3rd. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Going up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Best. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the side. Making a good gain on that one.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. They're working that left side. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Beavers are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackled immediately after the catch.
this offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Dropping back, it's best. Into the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's looking deep. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Looking downfield, it's best. Finds the tight end. Nice move to stay on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his back in the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Grab near the marker. It's Madden. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when we're getting beat up and we're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UCF has just had no answer to the beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snags it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
At the 37. Good enough for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game.
Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this, this was open.
And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
Touchdown, Gators! And the stomping has commenced. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's Best. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out